Right.
Yeah, this is. I'm gonna check this. Let's just do it.
Do it.
I like almost spit out my beer when he did the one fucking move. Oh, it's Friday night. It's actually Tuesday night. All right, seriously.
It's Tuesday.
Don't worry, I can load you up with opening songs
Wait,
for the
where's
rest
the,
of your
where's
life.
the lyrics for the chorus? I can rock you, baby, with the lifestyle zone. Why do you know this?
I'm a collector.
A collector of shitty 2000 music.
So
I respect that.
I have 30 videos on this playlist. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
This is a playlist.
Seven of them have already been deleted or privatized. That is the quality I strive for. Okay.
That is awesome. Oh,
Doesn't
man.
everyone have a playlist like that?
Not like this.
I'm doubting it.
This is quality, professionally curated.
Absolutely. Well, just to kick things off, this is the For the Glory podcast, if you didn't know. And as usual, I'm Pats.
And I'm MicSpam.
And we have, as you may have heard, a new guest.
Big public here. What's up?
Big
What's
public.
up? Big public. Oh, man. Welcome. I'm probably going to end up... I'm not going to refer to you as Big Public. I'm going to forget. BP, maybe? British Petroleum? I don't know. But either way, whatever. We're here. We've got our shows.
What?
We still haven't come up with a name for these anime assignments of the week. What up, Sam?
What
How
up,
you doing?
serious Sam?
What's shaking, bacon?
Weekly Weebathon. What?
What? Your weekly dosage of weeb. All
The
right.
weeb. The weebening.
Weeb in the morning, 98.7. That's the playlist you should strive for. But anyway, Mike Sam, I got a scene from Sword of the Stranger, your anime of the week, which was actually, I guess, a movie.
Yeah, you gave me a movie,
Oops.
not a show.
I already failed.
For one.
That just sounds easier.
Kind of.
I guess.
Maybe.
I had a lot less to watch. You gonna play that shit
We're
or what?
playing this shit. It gave me a sec.
Sorry to disappoint, but I've already
Give it
got
go.
more
Give it
involved
go.
than I would
What is this?
Hey, just killing shit.
Monka TOS.
So it was a pretty okay movie. Yeah, this random samurai dude who runs into this kid, and they just kind of travel around for a while, and the dog gets sick, and the samurai dude saves its life, and the Chinese army attacks this kid because he's some sort of ingredient to the elixir of immortality somehow.
The kid is?
Yeah, the kid is. All of his blood, in particular.
That sounds pretty gay.
Yeah, pretty gay. So the worst part is, right? There's a pretty cool scene in the beginning where there's a cool sword fight, but that's not even like with the main character. And then you go to the main character, and there's no fight scene until like 20 minutes from the end of the movie.
Oh, that's terrible. I was gonna say that intro scene that we watched last week when I introduced it to you looked badass. I had high hopes for this.
Yeah, those were the bad guys.
Really, the bad guys were the badasses?
Yeah,
Fuck.
they were badasses though. Also, like neither the main character nor the main bad guy, for some reason, neither of them were Asian, which was weird because this was in like China.
Well, that's why he's got royal blood, right?
No, I'm not talking about the kid.
Okay.
Like the samurai dude and the main bad guy samurai dude. Neither of them are Asian for some reason.
That's odd.
How
I
do you
know.
discern this? Do they say it?
They talk about it a lot.
Huh.
Oh, I was just about to say, I mean, anime
The main character dyes his hair like regularly because he's got red hair, so he dyes it black. And the main bad guy is fucking blonde-haired, blue-eyed fucker.
So, are like in this trailer, are we catching like all of the fight scenes in the movie?
I'd say like a third of them.
Man, I thought I had picked something good, and it turns out not to be a show, and then it turns out to suck, and
No, it did not suck. It just it wasn't great.
It didn't not suck. How does the
No.
Untitled Truth of Bob Ross come up as the next video?
Who knows? Bob Ross is a shit.
Bob Ross. Just his name brings it.
God, that's
The
so
song-
random. Okay, so interesting.
Fuck.
How like long was it?
Under 2 hours, like 140.
Okay, at least it had some length. I mean, that's technically more than 3 episodes that I watched. That was like an hour and 15.
I try to have a pretty tough grading scale. It's pretty good. I won't rewatch it. I probably wouldn't even remember to recommend it to anyone. But it was good. 6.
6? That's fair. I was expecting a 5, to be honest. Okay. Well, there you are, folks. Sword of the Stranger, right? It's not a show.
Yep.
It's a movie. And it's okay. It's good, but it's not something you'd recommend to your friends.
I mean, I don't watch a lot of anime movies in general.
Well, you should,
Why?
because there's so many good ones.
Should we do anime
But, like-
movie week next week?
I don't know. I'm always so caught up in like long-standing series that the movies are like non-canon and they don't really matter.
Oh well, I meant like standalone movies.
Like that was.
Yeah, not related to Naruto or Bleach.
Batman Ninja was dope.
Oh, you checked
Oh, yeah.
that out? Nice. Huh.
That's what I have to say about that.
Well, nice. Well, shit. It kind of just gave me, like, at least an artistic / time period nest.
The fight scenes were the fight scenes that were there were really good, but there wasn't nearly enough of them. And I didn't really give a shit about the relationship between the dude and the kid because they were trying to be cute and shit, but I don't care.
That's just gay.
I mean, you know, it's a movie. Like, get on with it.
Right,
It
you
was
already
like
know
most
that-
of the movie, like trying to save a dog.
Most of the the first half, save dog. Second half, save world. The end.
Yeah, he meets kid. He travels with kid. The kid's dog gets hurt, so he goes to town with kid, and then the kid gets kidnapped. That's what happens.
Kid gets kidnapped. And then that's like it? Like, isn't there like a big war going on, or
That's like the side story.
the side story is there's a giant war going on,
Mm-hmm.
but they mainly focus on the kid and the dog and that.
Yeah. And they just happen to get caught up in it because the kid's some ingredient for the elixir for immortality for some reason.
So is the kid immortal, or he just is one of the ingredients?
No, he's one of the children born once every 100 years. And they have to do it on one night of the year at midnight.
Oh God. The more you describe this, the more I'm thinking your 6 should be like a 5 or a 4.
Well, anime always sounds stupid when you break it down.
I suppose. We haven't gotten to my show yet.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Roger, you next.
Or are you gonna give me? Are we just gonna do the trailers later, or did you have one for my assignment?
Oh shit! 1 second.
Oh my gosh!
Give him Boku no Pico.
Don't do that! Oh my god!
That's porn.
We can't put that trailer up.
Yeah, there's enough footage of them not naked.
That is questionably legal.
Depending on where you live,
Gay
yes.
porn.
I feel like that's meaner than what he tried to suggest to me this week or last week because he thought I would hate it.
Shit.
Bible
which
Black?
one am I gonna give you?
Bible Black? What is that?
No.
go Google Bible Black.
I feel like I can't safely do that on the stream.
Oh yeah, don't do it on stream.
Don't
Not-
do what on stream?
Not even Hassan can help you there.
Don't do what? I'm sorry.
I told him to
don't
look up Bible Black.
What is Bible Black?
And pull it to my non-streaming monitor and see what the hell we get from that. Eroge PC video game?
Not the game.
Well,
And it's
that Bible Black Wikipedia came up with that as the first list. Then the second one was Bible Black 1 Hentai HD.
Yeah, watch it right now.
I'm not gonna watch it. What up, Peanut Butter?
Bible Black Hentai HD.
Oh yeah, Assign him Madoka Magica. That's a good one.
Oh, I know which one I'm gonna
That's just a
give you.
cute anime. Cute schoolgirl anime.
Oh, nice. I feel like the I guess I'm not really ashamed of it, but I watched all of. I think it was called.
That looks like a
Strawberry
good one.
You watched all of what?
Strawberry Panic.
It's alright.
I kind of liked it. It was very cheesy lesbian.
Oh, what is this?
Ooh.
Oh, okay.
Ooh,
Okay.
Terraformers. Let's check this out.
Check out the pussy boss.
Bible Black is safe. I don't believe peanut butter at
It's
all.
totally safe.
It's not safe. The second Google search was hentai.
Yeah.
Peanut butter is a liar and Roger is a liar.
Did you actually click and watch?
遠い未来
Of course.
地球の人口問題に対処するため
Why no subtitles?
人類が決定したのは火星のテラフォ
We're
ー
men
ミング
here.
計画火星
You
を
guys
渡
don't
り
speak
人が
Japanese?
住める
I've
環境
watched
にする
enough
この
Naruto
計
to
画の
understand.
鍵を握るのは
Just no
Pocket.
Baka is
あ
idiot.
る生き物だった
Aho
俺た
is
ちが
another
火
word
星
for
に向かう
idiot.
目的はテラフォーミングの仕上げとして
Oh, so that was what you're
生き物を火星から駆除することしかしそれは
Haha.
人類の生存をかけた戦争の幕開けだった
Just
Oh, they're ripped ant people.
Sick.
This is like,
no, they're cockroaches.
it's like
Man, I'm liking this.
I can find a different trailer real quick.
殺してやる
I don't see why this is good.
Well, you can't understand what they're saying.
Who cares?
俺がやるべきだった
Wait, is this a movie too?
I'll watch it because I gave you a movie last week. Oh, ant pile driver. Then they inject themselves to make them more like the ants?
俺たちは戦って勝つ
I hope she dies.
Me too. Terraformers.
Okay, yeah, no, it's not a movie.
I like this one.
Oh, OVA.
That's sick ass guitar now.
Why didn't they just nuke Mars? Oh, because the cockroaches.
Yeah, they
I
survived.
connected it.
Exactly.
Mm.
That's the point.
Yo,
Okay.
those cockroaches are buff and they fuck people up, apparently.
Oh, here we go. Peanut butter. Basically, cockroaches are sent to Mars to make livable, but then the cockroaches are, for some reason, evolved. And so they sent people mixed with animal DNA to fight against them.
Uh-huh.
Okay. That's a very anime topic. So we sent cockroaches to Mars. They evolved into super cockroach people, I guess. And
Yep.
so we're gonna splice some people with some animals to fight them on their own terrain.
Uh-huh.
And yeah.
That's what you got, Fats.
I'm so excited. Oh man, yeah, that looks very interesting.
Have fun looking at those stupid fucking cockroach faces.
Right. All right. Well, let's move on to Roger. We actually gave him an assignment and he watched it. What a guy. Or wait, I meant Big Public. My bad.
It's not that one.
Isn't it? No, it isn't that one. Good call. It is Aho Girl.
It
So
is
do you
Aho
want me
Girl.
to just go with the pictures first or go with the video and you talk about it? I don't know what the fuck you want to do.
Just
We
play
got
the
girls
video.
in swimsuits or
Yeah.
lewd.
I mean, just play the video, whatever.
Okay, so that's going.
Yeah.
So what do we got here?
Well, I mean, it's slice of life is slice of life based on, you know.
Well, we don't get a lot of that around here.
It's just I like all the characters. You have this main role reversal where like, okay, why are they cutting in Kobayashi's main dragon into this? What kind of video is this? Where the fuck was I? There's tits. Okay. Where the main male character is like disinterested in women, and like the main female character is just like trying to fuck at him at every turn. So you have this nice role reversal where it's not the guy who's the fucking horny whatever.
Fats, you gotta get your thumbnail from this.
I should, yeah. That'll inflate the viewers.
God, it gets so much better. I love this one. Yeah, all the characters are different, which is great. Which is what you need in a comedy, because you know, if everyone's the same, it doesn't fucking.
She's building him a sand penis right now.
Her, yeah. She's trying to make her unattractive,
That's awesome.
so she gives her a huge sand dong. Fucking love it.
He's pissed off.
Like at first, I wasn't sure I'd like it because there's a lot of lewd, there's a lot of panty shots, which is great.
Nice.
But like, I don't know what to say. I love it. I love all the shows like this. It's just, I think it's a masterpiece, really.
That's
I don't watch anything like this usually. So as like a pure comedy, how is it?
I can tell I would like this more than whatever I got. I can't even.
Just pure comedy. I like it. I'd say it's much more common sense of humor to get this than some other ones. Like Nichijou is
That's what I was trying to say.
is very specific kind of humor. Azumanga Daioh, you need like a drier sense of humor. So
I've
I
just
think
been specifically throwing out weird shows because Fats gave me some bad shows.
I
Yeah,
fucked
no.
up, okay? I'm sorry.
Yeah, it has me laughing all the time, so I like it. But I have a weird sense of things that I like.
I'm honestly
So
laughing at this fucking like video right now, so I think this would probably be better than Nichijou or whatever. I can't remember.
Nichijou? No. Well. Oh, jeez. I would say I still like Nichijou better. But this is just as good, just a slightly different style of humor.
It's more pervy and
Oh, well, yeah, Nichijou is a completely clean show. This is not.
but you can tell by half of the naked scenes.
A
Oh.
completely clean anime. Wow.
Yeah, oh, it's great. So me and the main character Yoshiko, we have this spiritual bond
Oh, okay.
because my cat, I call her Kitten because she's tiny. She's not even 5 pounds, and that's how big she'll ever get. So I call her Kitten. That's her name. Yoshiko names her dog Inu, and which is dog.
Or it's just dog.
It's just dog. That's literally dog. It's like we got this spiritual connection of we're both dumb at naming animals, you know.
Wow.
I can tell. I would just be dying for watching this show. But I thought that about Nichijou too. So it was kind of like Nichijou was really hit or miss. But then
No, I would. This has much less cultural humor than Nichijou, so I would say if it looks funny, I'd say go for it and watch it. Each episode's only 10 minutes, so what do you have to lose from just watching an episode? Yeah, it's 12 episodes, and each one, not counting the opening or ending, is 10 minutes.
We've
Yeah.
been running into like weird anime times lately. I've never seen that before.
Neither did I, but I'm not surprised because again, this is the manga is a 4-panel comic, you know, like so it's made up of short clips, so you have the option of making short things. Have you seen any of Pop Team Epic?
Nope.
I think Peanut Butter brought that up.
Oh
last
yeah, wait. Yeah.
So Pop Team Epic again is a similar style. Pop Team Epic is a 4-panel comic.
I won't let you strip off his clothes.
Yeah.
Oh god. I'm gonna
so
love this. I can already tell.
Pop Team Epic is 20-minute episodes, but it's the same episode twice with slight differences like the voice actors.
Yeah. No, Peanut Butter was telling us about that last week, and we played a clip. That shit looked weird.
Yeah, it is very a very esoteric type of humor.
That's the way to put it.
Yeah. Anyway, I would rank this show probably 9 out of 10.
Nice.
9 out of 10.
Ooh.
Sweet.
That's a big
Like,
one.
I have a hard
Wow.
time ranking stuff 10, and this is close, but like, yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's 10 out of 10, but I'm going 9 out of 10.
That's fair. By the way, we're not even strangers to decimals, so you could went 9.5 out of 10 if you wanted.
Oh God, well 9.2.
9.2. Hang on, let me adjust it for you guys in the chat. Well, that's awesome. I'm glad you enjoyed that. Because, to be honest, mine was a little... like you
Haha.
said, it was very...
Just did it.
It was very cultural.
You need to level up
I
your.
bet it was.
It just didn't get enough of it. It's like, I'd have to say, out of the first 3 episodes, this is one, that's kind of what we try to base things off of, and 2, I just didn't watch anymore. So I only watched the first 3 episodes, and to be honest, it was just, it was like, I compare it to Mad TV, in a sense that it's just like random shit just happens, and then boom, next scene, boom, next scene.
Well, yeah, because each scene is a 4-panel comic.
And that makes more sense with the background of it. But just, you know, I think about like a third of each episode I thought was really funny and I lulled. And then the other ones, I kind of was like, oh, it's like it clicked and I got it. Oh, I get it now. Meh. Then the other ones I just don't get. It wasn't even funny to me. I didn't get it. I don't know. I love the art style though. Like it's definitely cute is what I would describe it as, which isn't really a bad thing. Like I said, certain parts are absolutely hilarious though. Like even the simple one where like the second episode starts and they're doing this like rock paper scissors. All right, you won, so you get to go up the stairs and say some kind of word or something. Then the second chick goes and then she says her word and doesn't get as far, so she like adds words and then she's oh that's not fair. And then the last chick she wins the rock paper scissors and she goes all the way up the stairs saying a word on each step and she just ends it by turning around the spell of restoration. It's like, well, god damn it. And you know, it's just kind of like cheesy humor like that. And honestly, it's right here. This is what's playing right now. That scene. And you know, I thought that one was really funny, and then a couple of other ones. You know, this guy's basically not paying attention and they have to do a school project, so she starts blasting him with like anime ridiculous robot guns and shit, and he just takes it and just doesn't care. And it's kind of like, okay, I guess. I don't know. I feel like it just didn't hit the mark with me. And I know Roger's probably like, this is my favorite show ever. You suck balls, Fats. Well, sorry.
That's because Roger hasn't watched Food Wars.
That's
I mean,
true.
I wouldn't say you're a scrub because I warned you beforehand that it's very weeb, like actual weeb, not just like I wear a Naruto headband in public weeb, but like true weeb.
I wear it to bed every single
What's
night.
more true weeb than wearing a Naruto headband in public?
Actually knowing about Japanese culture.
Their culture is very different. Very different. Like Spin actually, you know, brought up an interesting point when, you know, I just let him have a drink of my soda at lunch, and he had mentioned, you know how you did that yesterday? He's like, well, that would not even come close to being tolerated in Japanese culture. I'm like, really? Like what? And it's like, oh, well, it basically means we made out. Oh, okay. That's kind of crazy.
Yeah, you gay now.
I guess so. In Spin, going all the way. Really?
so.
Oh, and here's the Salamat Pagi. Which
I
you
mean,
thought
me and
was-
Fats have already had sex.
Very, very much. MicSpam was doing VR at the time.
It's the only way to do it.
Yeah, but I mean, I think Roger hit it on the head where it's very culturally funny. I feel like if I grew up in Japan and lived in Japan and grew up there my whole life, this would be absolutely hysterical. But I didn't, and it just misses. It misses a lot with me specifically. I really like the rock paper scissors, or not the arm wrestling part was like kind of the last part.
Oh
I saw.
yeah.
That was honestly kind of funny. Basically, she's trying to she wants to like not she lost like something the previous day or said she was gonna buy her something, so she's like, all right, arm wrestle for not having to do that. Okay, and she just keeps kicking her ass and she keeps making excuses. Oh, the wind wasn't right, or you know, now it's time to get serious. Takes off her like bow. And she just the way it's animated, I think, is really the best part about the show. Is they even switch to different art styles too in certain situations, and I love that part. So I can't really hate on it. I think if I watched more, I would probably like it more, but at the same time, I don't know. It's so random.
What's the deal with the molester bear?
The molester bear? I did actually see that scene. That was basically her sister, and I don't know why she was freaking out so bad, and she ended up like paying it money, and then she takes off the bear mask to reveal another mask. Oh god. And then takes it off and is like, I'm your sister, and she's like, you bitch. And she gets like a corkscrew hand when she does her, like punches her in the face. And the guy's walking by, oh, I didn't realize I would see such a magnificent corkscrew this morning. It's like, wait, what?
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, that was pretty good. But then there's like small random scenes, like with the frisbee. She throws the frisbee, the dog goes and chases it, and then she pulls out a gun and shoots it. Oh yeah, there it is. Oh, that is a fine corkscrew this early in the morning. Yes, it is indeed splendid. It's so random. I don't know. I have to give it, you know, just out of personal taste.
Looks pretty funny to me.
Yeah, to see this is Nichijou Funny Moments Part 1. This one's specifically trying to play the funny ones, whereas not all of them I feel hit the mark. I'm gonna give it a 5.7.
5 out of 7? That's pretty good.
No, 5.7.
What's 5 out of 7? That's a 70%. That's pretty good.
I didn't give it a 7. I gave it 5.7. So that is what I give it. That was probably your worst one, MicSpam. Oh wait, no, there was a worse one.
I didn't give it to you for it to be a good show.
Fair enough. Fair enough. So yeah, that's what we got there. So I do have these pictures from your show.
Oh.
Do you want to explain any of these? Or?
I mean, you don't really need. I have some more. Here, let me see. Let me pull them up real fast and send them.
Call yourself a pretty girl at 28. So that's him. He's the one being a dick.
Yeah.
Everyone wants him, but he don't give a shit.
The parts that made me giggle the
her,
most,
I think.
The parts that made me giggle the most, I just was like, screenshot.
Nice. And this part's weird. Why she's got tits in his face?
Do you really think we can beat that meat?
He's got tits in his face, and he's just kill me now. It's like, really? You're killing me, Smalls.
Again, he's just not interested. He's interested in studying. So like, she's trying to seduce him. She's trying to seduce him.
You can bang and study. Come on, guy, you're killing me. And then
those
and then
last
this one
three are
with
in
the
order.
blurred hands. This one was interesting. I have to say, I like the spunky main character girl though. I think she'd probably be hilarious. But I like it. Okay.
Overlord Season 3.
Well, there's that. I also got to give you your assignment.
Do it.
And this actually came from Roger. I couldn't think of it, but here we go. It's only 28 seconds, but it is Today in Class 5-2.
Is that right?
5年2組のみんながなんとなくお送りする小学生ブルース。肩の力を抜いてゆるゆるとご
No
覧くださ
subtitles
い。
either.
お前らやる気あんのか。
That'll be difficult for this one.
新番組今日の5の2 10月5日日曜日深夜1時30分
Pick
スタ
a
ート。
different
よ
video.
ろしくね。どうよりょうた。本気を出せばこんなもんよ。いや、勝ち誇られても困
Today
る
in
んだわ。
Class 5-2. They just give me like full episodes. Come on, there's gotta be something. I don't know. Let's just scroll part way into this episode. Whoa,
You
why
know,
is she like grabbing her?
Well, I was gonna say, yeah, this is on YouTube, so it should be okay for Twitch, I guess.
I don't know. I was gonna say how far does this go?
I don't think they even show underwear. I don't think so.
I see they tease that.
Yeah, they get
Prepare to
close.
smile. What a weird threat. What was that? So is it
Man,
basically-
did you give me porn?
No. It gets close. But no.
Oh, I get it. They're tickling each other, but it's
I
very
see.
sexualized. The Persian
Oh, wow.
is funny.
Okay. Yeah, looking forward to that.
I also got counters.
I had to give I had to give you some similar to what you gave him. So
That's what I was
you get.
asking for because I wasn't as impressed. But that's what you get. It's wait here.
This is the start of a vicious cycle, Fats.
I swear to God, it better not be. It better not be. I thought I gave you a good thing last week. It had an awesome trailer. But it is Kyo no Go Ni no Ni. Kyo
Or
no
just
Go
today in
no Ni.
class 5-2.
No, you gotta say it in Japanese. It's more fun.
I mean, you do unless well, no. I mean, only if it's Nichijou, because the English name sounds
Do you
dumb.
not speak fluent Japanese, Roger?
I mean, I'm not fluent, but I'm.
We only take guests here that speak fluent Japanese.
Oh shit.
God damn it! You said you did. Son of a bitch. All right, MicSpam, what are you giving me? You never gave me your trailer, or you did. It was that Terra thing.
Yes, I did.
You sure did. All right, my bad. Okay. Well, then I guess moving past animes of the week. Wait, what was it? Anime Weekly Weeaboo Week? I don't
The Weebening.
know. The Weeaboo.
Something.
That's what we're going with.
The yet unnamed anime show.
Fair enough. Do you know when Overlord Season 3 is actually coming out?
2. Like 7 episodes out.
Oh my god, are you serious? Something to watch that I will watch. I really like the show. I'm pretty sure you recommended it to me really early on in this. Or did you recommend it to me and I just randomly watched it before we even podcasted?
I think it was before. I think it was pre-podcast.
I really liked this show.
Yeah, it's a good
Basically,
show.
If anyone doesn't know, he plays this basically VR video game. So like,
Such an original idea these days.
yeah. So,
Yeah, but he's like the last one in the game.
yeah, the first episode
And the game
is the
shuts
last
down.
day of the servers being up. And then
Yeah.
when it shuts down, he's the only one in. He had like all top tier shit. He hunted all the legendaries, did everything in the game. And then
Yeah,
they
he
shut
was the
servers.
top dude.
And then
He's the video game boy.
yeah, and then well the game shut down, so he was expected to be sent out of it, and he never got like kicked out. So he just stayed in there being top dog, and it was actually kind of cool because he does a really good job, which obviously for the show's sake he kind of had to make a show out of it. But he does a really good job of kind of convincing them that I am who I am, you know, I am my game character, and he knows all the secret scrolls and shit to OP bypass everything. But then he's actually got a...
Yeah, it's weird because they actually transport him to a different world from where the game takes place, but it's like a parallel world where the game mechanics still apply.
And he's still...
And he's just overpowered. He has all of his shit still from the end of the game.
And he does a great job of not kind of... Like, he just lets everyone know that he is who his character is. He doesn't tell anyone, like, oh, I'm actually a real person and I really need to get out of here. He's more like, I'm going...
He doesn't want to get out of there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
he's just
I wouldn't
gonna
either
rule
with
the
that
world.
fucking titty bitch.
Yeah, he's just gonna rule the world.
Fun fact, right before the server
He programmed
shut down,
her.
He programmed her to, like, love the shit out of him. And then he got stuck in the game, so she still loves the shit out of him.
Nice.
It was really awesome, man. I'm so
She like
glad.
make dolls of him and shit.
Man, he's the ultimate ruler.
It's a great show. Yeah, that's a good show. What would you give that show?
Oh, I'd give it a solid 9. Solid 9. I know it's
Yeah.
not for everyone. I know I really like it. Just as someone who plays RPGs.
I think it's a 9 for me as well.
Yeah, this was a good one. And a 9 on MicSpam's scale is really high. Like, I just loved it. The way they really kept it going. And he's like, alright, I gotta figure out what the hell is going on. Where am I? So he's very
I just like the angle where he's incredibly overpowered compared to the people in the universe. And he's, instead of like out to save the world, he's just out to conquer the world tactically.
Mm-hmm.
How old is this kid?
High school.
Typical anime age.
Mm.
皆さんの力お借りします
17-ish. But like being in his character, it like fucks with his brain kind of in some weird way. Like he wants to fuck the titty bitch, but then something pings and then he can't.
Man, that sucks.
I know.
Yeah, no, I really thought he was eventually gonna do something. Oh no. I really liked this part though. I think this was like the season 2 kind of finale action. But basically, he was so OP that he got followers for his giant castle, and they each are just guarding each floor.
Yeah,
And they're like
they
the
were
OPs.
NPC. Yeah, they were NPC followers.
And he got like the best ones in the game, and then one of them gets like corrupted, so he actually tries to save her, which normally it'd just be like, all right, fuck you, you're done. But
Right.
he's grown attached to them since they're actually real now, kind of. I don't know. They still really did not at all really touch base on the outside world of the, like, he's in a video game, but once he's like in and it starts going, then it focuses more just on him in the world and how can he maneuver around everything in the world, where it's not like, all right, how am I stuck in this game, you know, how do I get out, what's actually going on here, I don't know. He's like, he just rolls with it. He's like, all right, well, we're in this world, I'm just gonna take it as it is, and
Yeah.
we're gonna go
It's
with it.
like, well, I don't have a headset on. Fucking, I'm here. Let's do it.
Let's fuck shit up. And honestly, a lot of the appeal of this is his floor masters or whatever. They're all pretty hilarious. It's kind of how you call him. He's got a home base and they all guard each floor. So they all...
For a kid, he makes a pretty good ruler too.
Mm-hmm. It's very impressive. Like I said, solid 9 for me and MicSpam.
Yes.
I'm looking forward to actually watching this, not because I have to.
Me too.
That's gonna be dope.
Me 3.
Nice.
Watch Food Wars.
Yes.
I will. I've watched the first episode of both. Okay, I'm started.
You have to watch Food Wars. That is the solid 10 of this channel.
That is the solid 10.
Like even
There
Mike's
have
gonna
been a
be
couple. There have been a couple.
Inuyashiki is also something everyone should watch. It was
Samurai Champloo is what y'all should watch.
We've
That's said he
both
watched
watched it, I believe.
I have not watched it, no.
Really? Yeah, of course I watched that shit.
Good.
Yeah,
I that's one of my 10 out of 10s.
Ooh,
Pretty fucking good, yeah.
maybe I'll have to watch it. Well, before we shift off of anime, does anybody have any other things they would like to bring up? Very difficult question, Roger. What's your favorite anime of all time? Or
Nichijou.
top 3?
That is a difficult question.
Okay. Favorite of all time.
I already
It's
know
the
Mike's
movie. No, it's not. Fuck. I'm gonna say Nichijou, but honorable mention the movie King of Thorn.
King of Thorn. Ooh. I'm interested in that. What would
Like,
you
it's
class
weird,
that
and
as?
I wouldn't even say it, not everyone. It's it's a suspense action movie, I guess, if that's what you're asking.
Yeah, that was kind of what it's known for. Is it comedy? Is it horror?
It is not comedy. Like, I really don't think it's that good, but there's something about it. I fucking love it.
Yes. You are
I have a Blu-ray if you want to borrow it.
that good.
I don't own
Yeah.
anything that plays a disc anymore.
Because the only things I have physically for anime is that, the first season of Yu Yu Hakusho, Gunslinger Girls, and Elfen Lied.
Yeah,
I've heard
same
good things
ratio.
about Elfen Lied. I
That's another one of the ones that always makes the top 10. Top 10 most brutal anime scene.
Right.
Oh my god, the chick's face just got red. So they basically went into a coma sleep to wait for a cure for their disease, and then they wake up and there's flying bat monsters everywhere killing them.
Yeah, something fucks up.
Again.
King of Thorn.
King of Thorn.
Yeah, something fucks up. Like, I love the music, I love the characters, I love the animation. Like, the story and, like, overall, like, I don't think it's that good, but I don't care, I like it. Just like the first Tekken movie. Love it. It's bad, but I love it.
It's a Tekken movie.
There's two. Oh, wait, sorry, never mind, there's only one. Forget I mentioned the second one, there's not a second one.
I guess it's that bad.
Dude, God. If I could give all my worldly possessions to erase the memory of Tekken, the second Tekken movie, I would.
Damn, that's rough. I watched an animated Street Fighter video that it's still at my mom's house on VHS.
Sick.
Street Fighter 2, the movie. It was animated. It was awesome. Ken gets captured by Bison, then he gets all evil, and he kicks the shit out of Ryu, and then
You get Chun-Li's titties?
yeah. Oh my god, it was so good.
Yeah.
Fights Vega. That was like the hottest fight scene.
Yeah, I'm on a kind of a kick for video game movies, or movies based on video games. And I found out the Tekken movies, I'm like, I gotta watch this. The first one, like, the fight scenes feel like Tekken. I love it. It's really not that great of a movie, but I love it. The second one, just getting me heated. The Dead or Alive movie is really bad, but they know their target audience.
Dead or Alive, wasn't that the like sexualized beach volleyball game?
Yeah. And they do that in the movie.
That makes sense.
They play beach volleyball.
Yeah.
I was gonna say
With
this is
Zach.
a fan servicey fucking game.
Yeah.
Think of.
That's why I said they knew what they were doing with the movie. It's not a good movie. There's no need to watch the Dead or Alive movie.
I watched the Mortal Kombat movies. They were bad.
They are bad, but they are no okay. I wouldn't even call the first one bad.
Come on.
It's cheesy.
Very cheesy.
But
My younger self loved them. But
That's all I really had to say about that.
yeah, that's where I had to stop. But because I can't keep defending it.
I guess if we're going with anime movies based off of video games, I really liked Advent Children, Final Fantasy VII movie.
You know, I liked it too. No one likes it because no one likes it.
Why? It was so good.
It's I'll disagree with you on that. I still like it though.
Okay.
Like they got the core tropes of Final Fantasy, which is great. I think the story was written by some actual people who worked on the game, which is great. But there's just something about it. I don't know. It's just not. I would not call it good.
That's fair. I don't know. I really liked it. You know, I didn't really look into /
Fanboy.
hugely Final Fantasy VII at the time.
Fanboy.
I never owned a PlayStation 1. I just played it at my cousin's house, and then eventually, I don't know, it came out and I got it for the PS2 somehow. And
Did you play Boy Band Simulator? Or was that Steve?
that was me. Final Fantasy 15. God.
That was terrible to watch.
That was just so cringy. It's like, I get what they were going for. They did Final Fantasy X2 where it was like all girls and it was like, meh. But then just the 4 dudes setup is like, you could have thrown 1 chick in there. Or 2 to even make it better.
Or at least made them just the tiniest bit masculine.
That's also true. Only the one guy was masculine.
Look, I like boy band simulators. Okay.
Oh, come
So
on.
what's your take on Final Fantasy 15? Did you play it?
I have not played it, but just based on what I've played of Tekken 7, I like it. You know, Noctis is in Tekken 7. That's the joke.
Yeah.
I
just realized.
from what from what I've seen of Final Fantasy 15, not Tekken 15. It looks boring.
It was. That was the problem. Like, I never really played the Final Fantasy games for the story. I just played them because they were really great RPGs. And that game, the story part of it just sucked away from the good parts. Like, the combat was pretty good, but then they kind of just ruined it by... Because I bought, like, the guidebook and everything. Like, I've been waiting for this game forever. I'm fucking 100%. It's going to be great. And it just sucked. The combat was good, but then it got super repetitive. And then the story, like, it was one of those games where if you actually do the side shit and then come back to the story, you completely forget what's going on. And then
you know,
it just cruises through, and all of a sudden, like, oh, your party member's gone or something. You're trapped in like a loop of a maze where you have to.
Well, hack and slash games like that tend to get repetitive. You pretty much have to, by end game, you have to be into the story a lot, or there has to be like super good boss fights, or else it's not going to be a good game.
Can I interject on your point of if you do side missions, you forget where you are in the main story? In Final Fantasy 13, you can play this game single sitting. You know, obviously it would take like 40 hours, and still forget where you are in the story.
That's true. That one was confusing. I did play that, and I didn't play either of the, like, I think they made 2 spin-offs.
They made 2 more.
Yeah, I don't know why. My big grind with that game was the upgrade system for the weapons. Plus, it was like an extra cheesy story. It was not good. Like, my favorite Final Fantasy game will always be 10, and I base them all around that.
Me too.
And they all just fail. Like 10-2 was not good. The gameplay parts were good. The grinding for stuff, you didn't have to worry about an extra party member. You already had 3, so it was fine. It really wasn't that bad, and compared to how everyone just slaughtered it online. But I did like the game, but it just not even close to 10. And then I'd have to say the only real good one after 10 was 12. 12 was insanely good in my opinion.
I'm sorry. So I'm assuming you haven't played 11 or 14, the MMOs?
No, I have not.
Because 14 is really good. Well, okay.
Is it?
14 A Realm Reborn, because the original version they made, Final Fantasy 14, was bad. It was so bad they had to remake the entire game from scratch.
Ouch.
And that became A Realm Reborn, and that game as an MMO is amazing. It has an amazing story, you know, compared to other MMOs at the very least. The combat can be a little wonky, but it's based on. So they
actually did come back and make a decent game.
Yeah, no, it's really good. It's my MMO of choice when I feel like playing an MMO.
That's awesome. Well, I'm glad they did something good there. It's 15 failed. It just failed.
Remember Evolve?
I do remember Evolve.
They tried to come back out with it as a free game, and no one still fucking downloaded it.
Ouch.
Yeah, I almost bought that when I bought my PS4 because they're like, I was trying to stack a bunch of discounts at Target that I shouldn't have been able to stack.
They made it look super flashy.
Yeah.
It was pretty fun for an hour or 2.
Except to say, I think 15 would have been better if they would have just freaking released the PC release with the game.
I remember.
God damn it, Peanut Butter. For Honor's still great. I'm waiting for those new characters before I pick it up again.
For Honor as a game, the gameplay fantastic. It's a fighting game. I love fighting games, and it's a good fighting game, honestly. But like, the decisions outside of like the actual gameplay are where it fucking failed.
Dude, if you try and watch that tournament that they tried to have for it, it was, hey, let's showcase how fucking broken our game is. Oh my god, the one thing that killed me, there was a Shigoki fighting this other guy, and the Shigoki was getting shit on pretty much. So he literally just ran, used his sprint ability to keep running from the guy, trying to knock him down to get the cheesy hit. And then whenever he was like about to get hit, he'd just run away and try and time out the guy, which I didn't even know was a thing in duels in For Honor until that. And there's just so many broken mechanics of the game that make high-level play impossibly unfun to even bear watching.
That's like the people who try to play those fucking Naruto arena games professionally.
Professionally, yes. I was gonna say, I used to play the Naruto. I still kind of do with Jen.
No.
But like, they're fun to fuck around with. But
like I absolutely.
So
it's like people who play Smash professionally.
Yeah. No, like the Naruto games, they are fun as fuck if no one knows what they're doing. It's great. But like, once you get someone who has practiced the game, it's like...
Like fads try hard.
Me and Jen get pretty good. We at least fixed the game up a little bit where it's not 3v3 fights. It's just, we just do 1v1. 1v1. And that makes it slightly better, I feel, because of the assists and everything.
That reminds me.
Ruins everything. I don't know, but just to jump back real quick before we jump off of it, Final Fantasy 15, if they would have released the PC version with the stupid console version, I would have easily enjoyed it way more, because I had been playing on PC for a good while, and then having to switch to the Xbox One and play that game, I probably could have done 18 million more better things with my life than sit through all those loading screens. Like, loading screens are cancer. That's why
I feel the same. I feel the same about GTA 5, and unfortunately, they're going to do the same thing with Red Dead Redemption 2.
They're going to wait to do the PC version?
Yeah, it won't be at launch.
Oh, and I actually knew about that because my roommate's been bitching about it.
It's so you'll buy 3 copies. You'll buy this generation console, next generation console, and then PC.
Rockstar Games can go eat my asshole. I'm not buying another one. GTA 5 was the last one. I never even played the original Red Dead, and even though everyone says it's like the...
I'm buying Red Dead.
I'll buy it when it comes out on PC.
No, Fats. Buy Red Dead.
What?
When it comes out of PC.
Yeah. Buy that shit.
Did you know the first one?
Yeah,
the main guy
doesn't matter.
At the end or some shit?
Yeah, just watch a quick recap or something. I don't know.
Okay.
But buy that shit. That's gonna be game of the year right there.
Oh, really?
Fuck yeah.
I like the combat system, like the slow the bullets down, mark your shots, and then he shoots them all. That was cool. Was it Deadeye or something they called it?
That game's gonna be amazing.
Fair enough. Well, a game that I knew wouldn't be entirely amazing, but I'm really enjoying it because my one buddy has it, and then Steve actually got it, and then he actually got it for me. Monster Hunter, which I would say it takes Final Fantasy 15's combat system and makes it 10 times better. It's all boss fights, it's all everything. This is just like the start. The video I'm playing is just the start of the game, but
yeah, I've
someone
heard the
took
boss
the
fights
PC
are really
version
good.
and jacked it up.
I have heard the boss fights are really good in these games.
Well,
these have always been Nintendo games, haven't they?
I don't know.
They have.
You were explaining to me it was on PSP. It was on a bunch of shit.
Yeah, no, I would say most of them have been on Nintendo, but yeah, there's been PS2, PSP games, PS Vita maybe, but yeah, it's mostly Nintendo, but they're not exclusive.
I can see the super cheesiness of Nintendo through all of the voice acting and everything like that, and in the story.
Yeah, it's super Nintendo-y.
It is. But as far as, you know, I play especially like long commitment kind of games like these. I play them if the gameplay's good. And so far, that's what I've been loving about this game.
It's cool looking.
It's so like you literally can't level up. Like you can level up you have a cat companion. You can level up your
Palico.
cat. Yeah, your Palico. I like to call him my cat companion. He's my cat. His name's Juan. But
So what do you progress?
you progress just by grinding weapons. There's like a forge. Like when you get to the main place, I'd have to say this game is almost overly complicated in how many things you can actually do when you stop at base after you do something. But really what I love about it is you get further into the game and then you get new monsters to hunt, which every monster hunt takes like 15 to 20 minutes unless you're overpowered and you go back to kill something at the start. But really, you know, the fights are really long, which is kind of why I can see myself getting sick of this game. But right now, just picking it up and playing it, super dope. Like, I could just get the materials from this boss, then make a weapon that I've never used before, and I'll be completely fine at using it. Like, there's no, like, strength requirement, dex requirement. It's just, you can use whatever fucking weapon you make or find. And that's kind of the beauty of it. You can go to this training mode.
Yeah, that's pretty nice, honestly.
Yeah, so you don't really like. I don't see a point.
It's an interesting
restarting.
mechanic. So your character doesn't have stats. It's all about what equipment you have.
Yep, 100%. It's all about equipment. Your armor, what you wear. You can wear different sets. It's really complicated in the sense that I almost think you're not supposed to have full specific sets. You're almost supposed to mix and match later on based on what.
I'm sure there are metas and shit.
Yeah, it's an I don't know. I haven't gotten as far, and I'm kind of taking.
Sure, there's like legendary sets.
I would think, but it's hard to tell. I just got to like a story part, and after I did that, the upgrade tree just like doubled in size. So I was like, oh fuck. So there's like a million shit.
A million shit.
Yeah, there's a lot. Have they started? No, they have to. I believe they've started the Street Fighter crossover stuff.
In Monster Hunter?
Yeah.
Street Fighter. It is Capcom.
Yeah, it's
I'm
Capcom.
Surprised because I did not think like Capcom
What
RPG.
are they gonna
when I
do?
think of Capcom, I think of Street Fighter and I think of Mega Man X.
Well, they currently in Street Fighter V have costumes for characters from like armor from this, and they just do the opposite, like Street Fighter themed outfits and armor. I think it's mostly for Palicos, but I think there's stuff for your player character.
Okay, that's legit. Yeah, no, I'm just, I've kind of gotten into a slight love again. Love hate in certain games. Like, I'm very specific.
Listen,
about
this
games
is way better than that other shitty little fucking RPG you're playing.
What, Final Fantasy?
No, that other one.
Oh, Path of Exile?
Yeah, that's fucking
Yeah, that one's like the super hardcore nerdy.
This seems like a way better version of that.
I would say they're definitely completely different. One's like a top-down click to move. This one's more like...
I'm talking about, but I'm talking about on the very base sense, like grind out bosses, get points to get potential rare items, rinse and repeat.
Yeah, that's kind of what it is, and I could definitely see myself getting bored of it. But right now, like I said, there's still all these different weapons I can try out. I'm also curious what they turn.
I bet there's so many.
What's crazy is you get access to every single weapon type immediately from the get-go. You can go in and train with them. there's just so many different ways to play. There's like there's range combat, which I've actually got a bow that I've been upgrading. The bow is pretty sick. But then there's a chain gun.
Heavy two-handed.
Oh yeah, most of the a third of the weapons are two-handed, big-ass, giant things that it's like there's no reasonable way you should be using that in combat, but it's fine. And that's honestly what my first weapon is. It is a sword and shield that I can combine together once and they're really oddly specific fighting styles. Like when I heard what Steve was using as his character, I was like, holy fuck, that's really weird. Because he has to shoot these 3 different colored bugs at the enemy's weak spot to then buff his weapon to do more damage. And it's kind of like a Darth Maul dual spear kind of weapon. And it's pretty sick, but it's a really weird mechanic. And then my weapon that I chose, I have 5 charges on my axe that'll unleash its elemental power, but I have to hit the enemy with my sword regularly to charge it to get those charges, and then do a move to like get the charges into the axe, and then it combines into a giant axe sword thing and do huge damage. So it's very weird. I'd have to say, like, a lot of games where it's kind of like, you know, our buddy Joe said it's kind of like Dark Souls, and I'm like, it's really not at all like Dark Souls. Maybe one of the weapons is like Dark Souls, kind of, but maybe if every single encounter was a Dark Souls boss, you know, it's just
I'm sure there are going to be some pretty crazy bosses late game.
Oh, there definitely is. Just to give a little background story, you basically start by you're on a ship and you're just going to the new world. The new world was discovered, so you're going out there to go figure out its shit and learn about it. And it's inhabited by giant monsters all over the place, so you hunt them and do all that. But when you first get there, this giant fucking, like, basically volcano monster comes out of the sea and fucks everybody up, and you end up stranded, and it turns out, well, you're like the 5th expedition. There's already been people who made it here and
died.
Yeah, a lot of them did die. They tried to get further in
and got raped.
Yes, raped by lizards. But you know,
specifically that lizard.
That one right there with the yellow. Yeah, it's him.
Yep.
And you know,
rapist.
Rapist lizards. You know, I'm liking it. I can't really give like a full opinion on it until I get further. I just keep grinding it. I can sometimes fall into like a sucker loop of, God, I just need to know what I can get next, or what else can I grind and get. It's a very grind heavy game. Like,
that's all these type of games are good for.
It's very repetitive. It's gonna take a while, but so far the repetition hasn't gotten boring. It's just too badass. I mean, you're fighting giant fucking creatures with weird giant fucking weapons. It's awesome. So I would recommend this to anyone who likes grindy RPG games where you do the same thing a lot. That's my take. And the combat is way better than Final Fantasy 15's. It's like upgraded.
I sent you a video with some good news for you.
Some good news. Ooh! Oh my God! Yes! Are you serious? They're adding Hunter x Hunter characters to the Jump Force game? Oh my God!
Look, after the last Jump game, I'm really not looking forward to this one.
I'm so looking forward to this.
Like
also, they are up to 5 One Piece characters.
The only good Jump crossover game was Jump Ultimate Stars.
This game is going to be amazing.
Well, just let me give you some slight history on me and MicSpam's fighting game experience.
This isn't a fighting game.
What? This looks like Naruto Ninja Storm.
Which is not a fighting game.
Not a fighting game.
It is an arena brawler.
Oh my God, it's insane.
No.
It's just a way to differentiate fighting.
No.
Better let the Smash Bros. Players into the FGC now.
That's what I'm saying. It's not a fighting game.
Right, it's a party game.
Oh my god, it's so fast. By the way, nobody ever asked, but Hunter x Hunter is in my top 3.
I'll accept it.
Oh my god, and he went ultimate mode too?
Yep.
Okay, y'all, we need to play some Jump Ultimate Stars sometime.
I have
That is on the DS.
Yeah, let's just do it. Hey, Mike, I need you to fly out so we can play some fucking...
We can proxy it.
I do not have a DS.
I don't own it.
Okay, we could probably use an emulator and do it online.
I would think so, to be honest.
I don't want to do that.
Okay, that's the answer.
Ahsoka and Gon makes sense. Where's Kayla? That's who I would
So in addition, the official new additions are Vegeta, Blackbeard, Sanji from One Piece, Sabo from One Piece, Gon from Hunter x Hunter, Hisoka from Hunter x Hunter, and there was another one, but I forget.
You know, honestly, the addition of Sanji makes me a little excited.
Yeah, dude, Sanji's.
Are you current on One Piece, Roger?
Fuck no.
I am.
I have seen probably, I've actually seen a fair amount. By fair amount, I mean more than I usually do of fucking shonen animes.
One Piece is so good, though.
I'd say 3 or 4 seasons. That's it.
Long seasons, yeah.
Yeah.
God, when you think about the shonen that they're adding to
I'm
this
current.
game,
That's good.
it's just like the shonen that they're adding to this game. When you think about it, it's like, God, how many characters would I love to see in a fighting game from all these anime that I've watched?
It's not a fighting game.
Whatever! A game where they fight each other. Cheese and rice.
Okay, sorry. I'll stop.
It's
I'll stop.
easier to
Stop
say than
gatekeeping
arena
here.
brawler.
I'll stop.
I also, I also did see a Jump Force character leak. That might be a thing.
I'll investigate that ass to verify it.
Let me take a look at that real quick. Thought I saw that earlier.
Just tell me the source and I'll tell you if it's legit.
I mean, I was on YouTube.
Oh, then it's probably not legit. but I meant like they probably got it from some forum post or something.
Yeah, I don't know. I think they said it was from Code.
Which is possible, but code from what?
Code
The game?
Lyoko.
They don't have the game. Did you know they made a new season of Code Lyoko?
Did they really?
Oh my god.
Code Lyoko.
Okay, so both of you need to watch that by your next podcast. Okay?
I don't know.
It is live action.
Really, a live action Code Lyoko? Why?
Yeah.
Why did they do that? That show is like so bad. I just watched it. I don't even know why I watched it after.
Oh my god, it's not bad, okay?
It was
Yeah,
good
it's bad.
because I kept watching it, but I mean, it was good.
That's how I feel about a lot of things. I love bad shit. But no, yeah, it is live action. And of course, the studio who made it is in France. So it's
French?
natively in French.
Oh my god, really?
Yeah.
Oh my god, we have to watch that. It's so odd. We gotta shoot him. We gotta hit him in the eye. It's like whenever they throw their shit and like don't hit the eye, it's like, what are you doing? It's like last episode. Just hit it in the eye.
Just hit it in the eye.
That symbol or whatever, the eye symbol. Oh my god, that's funny.
Okay, I'll do a full investigation on this.
Sound like 125. I don't know. There's just a list. It's just theory, I think, but this might be what we can expect.
Let's see.
Hmm.
Did you...
So this is just some dude on Twitter with a spreadsheet in Excel.
Yeah, you know, but that's fine. The same thing happened with Dragon Ball Fighter Z, and they were
That
all
is
actually
right.
completely correct.
Not the same thing that happened with Dragon Ball Fighter Z. They actually had actual data from the actual game. This game isn't out. How do they get the data from the code? This game, it's not out.
Fuck if I know, man.
How
I'm
the
not a
fuck
nerd.
would Yugi from Yu-Gi-Oh fucking fight? All right, hang on. I gotta summon a card. What?
Like the trainer from Smash
You can play
Bros.
Jump Over.
Oh, that's fair. Oh my god, if Bobo was in it, that would be awesome.
He should. I would hope so. He was in Jump Holes with Stars. What's this?
Oh, really? Who's all on that, Ross?
Okay, so this guy, even in the tweets, he doesn't say how he got it. So, why would you believe this?
It doesn't matter. It's a theory.
Hype.
Into a spreadsheet and colored them.
Well, do you have a better theory?
Oh, because a lot of these characters I see, again, they're in Jump Ultimate Stars, so they've been in one of these games before. And I told, God, who's my favorite character in that?
Cockman Johnson.
It might be. He's pretty good. Anyway, I wouldn't put too much faith in this because, again, like these tweets, he doesn't say how he gets them.
What are you watching?
I'm watching Jump Ultimate Stars.
Jump Ultimate Stars.
This is
That's a bad example video, but there's a lot of characters.
That's what it looks like.
Yeah, it's a DS game. It's like a
Vegito.
it's like
Isn't
Smash
it
Brothers.
a fusion?
Yeah.
They really stuck that in
Yeah, no, it's a fun game, honestly.
JoJo.
Yeah, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
there?
Fucking.
Oh my god, is he really in it? That's like.
Yeah, he's before
Yeah.
Vegito.
No, it's. I think it's legitimately a good game.
I need JoJo in Jump Force or whatever.
No, yeah, I want Joseph. I want not Joseph.
I've only watched the first season.
Who? Okay, then you wouldn't know who I'm talking about. The old guy. Yeah, we talked about this last time. Oh my god!
Holy shit!
He's great. Yeah, like it's a simple game, but it's fun to play. I've almost 100% completed it.
It's a fan service thing, and me and Fats are fucking
We like
Shonen Jump junkies.
Okay, well then give Jump Ultimate Stars a try. It'll have more characters, I swear. I know.
I'll look forward to that.
Because it was really easy to fucking make. Like, I'll play it. I'll totally play it. It's just, again, the last one they made, what was it fucking called? God, do you even know what I'm talking about? Like,
No, I
the one on
usually
the
just
PS3?
play like series specific.
Oh, okay, yeah, they made
games.
a jump game. On I think it was on the PS3. And
Like, I had
like
always heard of them coming
it's
out,
not-
but I thought it was like only in Japan thing.
It was-
get a weird rip. And
yeah, that one was almost only in Japan, but it got a weird release here, which was really surprising. And it just was not fun.
That's a bummer.
So like, you
This
know, I
one-
want.
Listen, the one that's coming out there, it's all about the visuals when it comes down to it. And as
Okay.
long as the mechanics are half decent and the visuals are cool and Goku does his big Kamehameha and everyone's happy.
Yeah.
Say, if you're talking
Because at the end of the day, that's what this game's all about.
This is true.
it's fancy.
So you can see Goku fight JoJo.
What
Fucking.
did happen? Like screw attack.
Oh, that was a fine corkscrew punch.
Oh,
It's
that
early in
was
the morning.
What a splendid corkscrew this morning. Yes, that was quite amazing. Oh, man. Well, let's dive a little further into Roger's world.
Oh,
as
wait,
he's
wait,
dis-
wait.
What do
God,
we got?
please dive into my world.
Oh, my God.
1 second. I had a couple quick pieces of gaming news.
Oh, my God. Hang on. I'm dying. I have to piss. I drink too much.
That's
it.
good to know. Thank you. I bought a new desk today. Well, I bought it yesterday and picked it up today. It's one of those sitting, standing desks. So you press
Oh,
the lever
why?
and lift it and lower it. Because I cannot sit all day. I will
Man.
die.
Standing desk. Terrible.
So like I won't use it all day. But like I can't. I have a sitting job now. I can't do it. But anyway, it is 110 pounds, and I live in the basement. And Jesus Christ.
Did I tell you I got an Amish guy to try on my VR headset?
Wait, hold on. Say it again.
I got an Amish guy to try on my VR headset.
Oh, VR headset.
All right,
That sounds
I'm
sick.
back. What do you got
Who
for me?
cares?
Wow.
We're talking about Amish guy.
What was I talking about?
Amish guy.
Oh yeah, no. So the new game from
I hate you.
Why?
You won't tell me about Amish guy.
the new game from Dark
Software?
Souls and Bloodborne.
Oh my god, I fucking called it. From Software, man. I'm
Yeah.
a psychic.
Yeah, the new game from them. It has a release date
Oh shit.
and
Actually coming
pre-orders
to
are
PC
out.
too.
Yeah, and pre-orders are out.
Oh my god. I have to say that game
I didn't know
looks
that. When's it
sick.
come out? What's the date?
I don't know.
Oh my god. Fucking
I
pull it
just
up.
wrote
Next
down.
year
I
on
just
March
wrote down that it's
22nd.
been announced.
March 22nd next year.
Okay, that's not that bad. It looks sick.
It does.
It-
I'm a
So-
sucker for Dark Souls. Those games are so
Well,
Yeah,
it's
that
it's
shit looks
it's obviously very different than the other Souls games, which is great. It's kind of sad because their formula is like perfect, but it's great. Whoa.
look
Well,
at that.
360.
We can look at
If you had a VR headset, then you could really experience that.
Man, my brother just got
You're hyped
a
for
gaming
Sekiro
monitor,
Shadows Die
144
twice? I'm right
hertz,
there
1
with you.
millisecond response time, and it's like, why do you need that for your MMOs? And he's like, well, I've been playing Assassin's Creed too, and I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it's still. Doesn't that still run at like 30 FPS?
I'm like, what? And he didn't even set it to
I'm just
144
glad they're
hertz.
not dicking us like they did with fucking Bloodborne and say, oh, sorry, Sony's the only one who gets our money, so...
Yeah,
get a
right.
PlayStation.
Well,
I would have loved to have played Bloodborne.
Bloodborne looks
No.
sick.
It's the other way around. Like, Sony approached them to make a game, and that's what they made. Thankfully, I have a PS4, so I can play it. So fuck you guys. It is
Fuck
great.
You.
Fuck
PC Master Race all the way.
I have a better PC than probably you have, and a PS4. So
Probably.
shut the fuck up.
Probably.
And
I'm
two
still-
PS3s and a Wii U. Okay,
Why do you have
like, one's hacked.
Fair.
I have one to play online with, and the other one to obviously fuck around with.
I'm excited though that it's gonna be on PC. There's no way I'm getting a PS4.
Yeah, no, like,
Um,
if they released Bloodborne on PC, God, it would run at more than 13 frames per fucking second.
Those console limitations, man.
Well, it's not the console, it's the programming. Like, even on PC,
Yeah.
like Dark Souls, you enter fucking the swamp area, Jesus Christ. And like your FPS just tanks no matter how beastly your computer is.
Really?
But they learned after that, like the remaster is really fantastic. But yeah, it's just poor programming. Like It can run at 30 frames a second sometimes. Yeah, it's not the hardware, it's definitely the programming.
That's weak sauce.
Have you ever played Earth Defense Force?
Can't say I have.
No, I feel
Okay,
like
well, if you want an example of shitty frame rate on console, check out Earth Defense Force.
Oh, God.
But they also don't give a shit.
Because they just don't care.
Yeah, no, like all you're doing is defending Earth from giant bugs. Like everyone I know who loves it, they don't care about the frame rate dropping down to like 5 frames a second.
What?
As long as you're killing a lot of bugs, you're good.
Already?
Sounds shitty to me.
It does not look pretty.
Oh man. MicSpam, do you have anything else before I dive into Street Fighter?
PUBG will announce something new tomorrow.
Sorry, excuse me.
PUBG sucks.
Okay.
I mean, there's like...
No, just throwing it out there.
No.
PUBG.
So Valve now has a streaming platform, and then
Yes.
I actually screenshotted this because right underneath that it says Twitch Prime ends ad-free viewing.
Yes, actually, so they're removing that. It'll only be for who you subscribe to. Which is ridiculous, honestly.
So wait, if
That's
you subscribe
crazy.
to someone, you don't get ads, but
Okay,
you,
so yeah,
you always get ads?
always it's always been so if you're subscribed to someone, you don't get ads. If they play ads, they still get the ad revenue, but you don't see the ads. With when they introduced Twitch Prime, which is just if you have an Amazon Prime account, they gave you the Twitch Turbo benefits. The Twitch Turbo was, I think it was $10 a month, and it gave you ad-free viewing, whatever. And now they're taking the ad-free viewing away from Twitch Prime.
Oh, fuck you.
So like, what even is the point of that anymore?
Well,
Random
I already have
shit.
an Amazon Prime account, like so.
Amazon
like-
Prime is legit.
It doesn't technically change anything for me, or it.
You're gonna get ads now.
Yeah, except I won't because I use a different Twitch viewer. So.
I also just use an ad blocker. So fuck the
Yeah, an ad
system.
blocker, or what I use, it used to be called Twitch 5. Internet viewer for Twitch. It replaces the viewer with a faster, like, I think it uses HTML5 now, but it's an HTML5 viewer that was better than what's currently default on Twitch. I like it a lot better, and it cuts out the ads.
Legit. That's still pretty gamey in there. Kind of fucked up.
Yeah.
I mean, what they said was that our partner's main revenue is from ads, and like it's not. I'm sorry.
Well, I mean,
What do you
don't
make
the
that much?
subscriptions? Isn't the point of the subscriptions to like even that monetary value out? Like $10 a month per person. Are you getting that? Like, are you getting more than that in ad revenue per person?
Honestly, they totally might, because you're saying $10 per month, but that's not actually what it costs, because Amazon Prime right now, what is it now? It's like $12 per month, first of all, and most of that money goes towards the Amazon benefits and not towards the Twitch benefits.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Because like you got all of your Amazon benefits that you did before, and then they added on the Twitch benefits. So like honestly, Amazon make the owner is the richest man in the world. Okay, they don't not make money, even with how it is right now. So like
Well, yeah.
it's just them trying to make more money.
Greedy
That's it.
capitalist pigs.
I mean, sorry, Twitch admins. We love you.
I mean,
Hassan-
to be completely honest, ads don't exist in my world, whether they
Hassan-
want to or not. So,
Hassan, if you want nudes, email me.
oh, he does.
Certainly does. Well, that sucks.
I can shave and make my tits look like tits.
But yeah, so that's the thing. Also, Valve is starting their own streaming service.
Yes,
To combat
Steam.tv, which they accidentally released early, but then obviously took it down. It, as it stands right now, obviously it's probably not done, but all it had was Dota 2.
Huh. Okay. But like,
I
what
imagine you
are
can
the
do whatever
chances
on there,
that
too.
takes over Twitch?
Well, if Twitch starts being a bitch like YouTube is, I mean,
That's true.
I don't know if
YouTube's
anything will ever take over YouTube, but like a lot of the YouTubers are going to live streaming and shit.
Well, I was gonna say, I think Twitch stole a lot of YouTubers because YouTube isn't paying them like shit. Like YouTubers
Yeah.
just don't make as much as Twitch people.
It kind of sucks. That's why you get a lot of them, you know, doing product sponsorships, because that makes them a lot of money.
Definitely. I know, like Lyric's the streamer I've watched a long time. Not as much as Steve, but
If like
he's made quite a bit of money.
if like a few of the right people moved over to a different website,
Ninja.
like PewDiePie,
Oh, if you're talking YouTube, yeah.
yeah, then YouTube could possibly, you know, fall out of style in the same way MySpace did.
Yeah, I would kind of agree with that, but Willie, you know, YouTube has shafted a lot of the top, you know, subscribers into a lot less money than they could be making, and
It's like
they still
Machinima.
stick to it. It's like I remember Twitch has a lot of competitors that just, you know, a lot of, you know, when I was, you know, being a little more active as a low streamer, kind of checking out these low follower, low viewer places. Hey, come hang out at our place. They're like, now stream on our channel and you could get way more viewers. And it's like, yeah, the only people watching that service. It's just, it's tough because they're so built in. Like, like when you think of streaming,
Well, there's
your
central,
mind goes
like,
to Twitch.
there's more centralized small services like that, but like I think Steam is or Valve is trying to make like a direct competitor.
Will they? Who knows? If
Well-
they make it easier, I think the way they could really do that is if they somehow built into Steam their own, like you know how I use OBS or.
I want to be able to turn off stream lag as much as possible. You know what I mean?
Right. Well, they're getting closer on Twitch.
They give that to partners though.
Right. Oh yeah. Right.
You can't
Yeah,
be a low
like
True
streamer
facts.
and get those goods, so you really don't have access to that. Like if you're watching like a top dog streamer, yeah, there's limited stream lag, but you know if you're watching my channel, good luck on the 10 to 15 second lag, bitches.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
shit sucks.
Sucks, especially for like Jackbox. Oh, that blows.
And it's not like you're a pro gamer worried about someone's fucking stream sniping you or anything.
No, but that is actually a thing. That is definitely a thing. I
Yeah, but
remember when Shroud got
Until you have fucking tens of thousands of fucking subscribers, that's not going to be too much of an issue.
right. But like I said, I think Steam could make it better if they somehow like built into their thing where if you loaded a game and you wanted to stream it, you'd have your like, you know, stream app or whatever on, you know, one monitor.
Oh, build like
but then,
a
like you could
build
just
like a
hit,
streaming
I'm
app
playing a game
into
and I
the-
feel like I could just stream. So Control N for new stream, and then while you're in game, it would pop up.
Control N.
Yeah, because the Steam client isn't bloated enough.
Right.
Yeah.
It's just
But yeah, that would be nice if they built it into the UI, so you don't even have to have a OBS.
that would be nice, but then it's got to be as customizable as OBS is, because
Well, OBS has something like that, or no, not OBS. What's the other one?
live talk. I don't remember. It's like
Yeah, whatever that other one's called. They had like a game cast mode where you just download it and then everything is done by like an overlay hub, like the Shift Tab Steam overlay. It made it really simple. I don't know.
Well, as simple is definitely what people want. I think that's the route Steam will have to take to actually even stand a chance, because they're just so set in. Like, I've been using YouTube for so long. And
I think you're right, Peanut Butter. They definitely need competition. So they start to maybe sweat a little bit. But they're owned by like the biggest like who could ever.
Hey, who could? It's tough. It's a tough debate.
Capitalism, man.
Yeah. It's like, who's gonna take down Walmart? Kmart? Ha! No.
All the Kmart's around me shut down.
We still have one in our city.
Nice. Well, let's just jump back into the fighting game realm, because, like I said, I watch a lot of fighting games, and I like watching high tier players because I'm not one, and I like to see cool fighting styles and cool combos. So they released at Evo, like next day, they did this whole thing where they're like, oh, we got all these new characters, and they're coming out tomorrow! It's like, oh shit!
God, it was so exciting.
And you, Roger, are actually a G player. And tell me about this fucker.
Oh my gosh. I've been interested ever since they fucking showed the first trailer with him in it. Like, president looking guy, big old top hat, pointing at the camera like Uncle Sam. I don't know. It's just that's my aesthetic. Okay. And this Evo, thankfully they showed him off before the grand finals, which is unheard of. Normally they do it at the end, but it's probably because they were running like 2.5 hours late.
So fucking late that I didn't actually watch any of the Street Fighter.
Yeah, so guy comes out dressed as G. Turns out it's the voice actor for G himself. Like, does this amazing speech, and they show off the gameplay, and I'm hooked. Like, I like Q as a character, which is weird because he has no character, like, whatsoever.
What do you mean he has no character?
He's, you know nothing about him, and he's just a guy in a mask and a trench coat. That's it.
Okay. He was from
Street Fighter marketing.
No, he's from Street Fighter 3.
Okay.
Is the first and only time he's appeared. So he had moves reminiscent of Q, but he's definitely completely different. He's much more aggressive. Q, just by definition of a charge character, is kind of turtly, except for Balrog in this clip right here.
Yeah,
Like,
Balrog
yeah, Balrog is like the only hyper aggressive charge character. So Q, that is Blanca-chan.
Oh my god, you're right. Sorry, keep going.
God, you fucked up.
Bad at marketing.
I didn't post it in the Discord. My bad.
Oh!
Follow me on Twitter, you bitches.
We could have had so many more viewers.
Hold
I don't
on.
have a Twitter.
Sorry, I yelled. Anyway, so Q, like, I'm normally not one for hyper aggressive characters because I can't think that fast. Okay, like, or a turtly character. Sorry, what?
How are you good at Fighter Z then?
I'm not. I'm not good at all, but I know I'm better than you.
Oh, I was just about to say you were talking smack, you piece of shit. Get it on Steam, you pile.
No, we're talking Peanut. We're talking about Q from Street Fighter. If you're not just trying to joke with me, because fuck you if you are. So.
Make this Blanca costume, for fuck's
Oh my god, you should play the game and find out the story.
Is there actually story?
Yeah, there's a story, but behind Blanca-chan, he's trying to sell merchandise.
So this is a doll of himself trying to sell himself?
No, so yeah, he made a doll of himself, but then he made this big mascot costume. It is horrific. I hate looking at it.
It looks stupid.
Because I hate Blanca normally, and this just takes it up a notch.
I love that freaking special. His finisher, super, or whatever. That is.
I have the power of Gaia. Light it up. Oh god, it just it hurt.
Is he a Yeti?
Sure. He's a normal human being, kind of. Just experimented on.
Yeah,
Just experimented on. Yeah. So Hugh, I don't know what to say about him. Like,
he's mystery.
I love him. He's my baby. I can't stand anything other than his default costume and English voice actor. But other than that, I love him. The first time me and my friend me playing G, him playing Sagat, it was literally we played a total of 40 games, 36 to 4. I got destroyed because he has played Benny.
How did you keep playing?
You know, I don't know how old Benny is, but he's almost 40, or maybe he's 40 now. So he's been playing Street Fighter since it came out. Okay, and he's been playing Sagat since it came out.
What is that,
Yeah.
Super Street Fighter?
Street Fighter 2. There's no Super Street Fighter. There's Street Fighter, the first one, which is not like an actual fighting game.
Yeah,
Street
but
Fighter
then there was
2 is.
Street Fighter 2. Then there was like, I think it was like Turbo Edition. Was that when they added him as an actual playable character? Because I remember the
How many
first
Street
one,
Fighter
they were
2s?
only
I don't even
bosses.
know.
You couldn't beat him.
Yeah, I can't. Yeah, the first one. Yeah, Street Fighter was like, there's not. Anyway, so he's been playing Sagat since forever. But then, after actually practicing with Sagat, I got a little better. We went almost like 5-3 overall, I'd say. Because normally I don't get that good at characters fast because it takes me a while to adapt to a character. But man, I love G so much. He has these little animations after every special move. If you don't do something, like you can cancel it, but he has
Just
these
saw
little.
that. He shot his fireball. He stuck his hand up like.
Yeah, he has those little things after everything, and I love it. He just has so much character. So he has two things. You see the thing where he goes towards the ground and sucks in, like that increases his presidential level. Okay, he has 3 of those, and they make his special better. The other one, which you'll probably never use, is he just starts making a speech, and the longer you go, you just gain meter from it. That's all that happens.
He just starts speeching.
Yeah, and it's technically one long speech, but depending on which buttons you press, you get a different part of it.
So it's a taunt, essentially.
Yeah, no, our Mika has a similar thing, where she starts making essentially a speech, but she's a wrestler, so like it's part of showmanship. Hers, the longer you do it, the stronger your next throw will be.
Oh.
So if you do it long enough and you land a grab on the opponent, like they're dead in one hit.
But why would they ever give you the chance to do it?
Right. That's why it's so powerful, because it will never happen.
It's impossible.
It's just a fun thing to do.
It's an Android 16 special.
Yeah, the suicide bombing. That can actually catch people though. They're just
Yes.
button mashing happily. They'll get hit by it.
So my friend, again Benny, who's been playing since forever, and his fundamentals are really strong. Like his base level gameplay.
Spacing,
Yeah.
fireball diving.
Right. Like and his execution is also pretty good, but like I'm the opposite. My execution can be phenomenal once I make the right hit, but my fundamentals aren't that great. That wasn't actually the point of my statement. He really thinks that G is going to be really strong, and I'm really excited about that in like tournament play. Yeah, no, like I love playing, but I love seeing top tier gameplay also. Like this is Nemo right here.
I love that
Nemo.
the Bison one, Evo. That was sick. I
Yeah.
rewatched that whole series. That was
I hate fighting against Bison. Like I can't do it. My friend Benny, his mains, he plays all the bad guys. Well, I shouldn't say all the bad guys, because Sagat's not a bad guy anymore.
Is he played Vega and Balrog?
He does not play Balrog, but he plays Vega, M Bison. Who else did he main? I can't remember, but those are the big ones I know, and I fucking hate playing against Bison. But I love watching good Bison gameplay because it's so dirty.
The teleport magic is so it's sexy to watch. Just
Yeah.
the way he just cleanly gets through some fireballs, all of a sudden he just comboed like crazy.
Yeah, so this Evo was great. Like
Here's the Bison.
I didn't watch a whole lot of it because I had to go to bed early because of work, and they were so late. But yeah, no, all of this Evo was fantastic, and just them announcing the fighters, the Dragon Ball Fighters characters. Next day they're released, and then Capcom's like, "Well, fuck you, we're releasing tomorrow too." Then, like, oh, it was, and just like, it was an emotional roller coaster because they showed off Sagat. Oh no, they showed off G first because G was first, and they're like, "Out in August, ha ha ha," and they're like, "We have another one." Oh look, it's Sagat out in August, and then they just like destroyed the screen. They're like, "Out tomorrow." like, God, I needed to change my pants.
That's awesome. I'm actually surprised it took so long for them to get Sagat into the game because he was a widely, top tier character,
Right.
and everyone played him.
A lot of that, I think, personally, is just because they wanted new stuff. Like, yeah, everyone plays Sagat, so don't put him in because it kind of drowns out the experience. That's why I think they haven't like super buffed Ryu or Ken, because obviously you always see Ryu and Ken.
Yeah, you do. That's kind of impressed at the lack of Ken. I'm a Ken fan over a Ryu fan.
God, Ken's so boring in this game.
It sucks. I like Ken. Ken Masters. He had the flaming Shoryuken.
Yep. Have you seen the Assassin's Fist?
No.
Street Fighter Assassin's Fist. It's technically a fan series, like a little show, but it was relatively supported by Capcom. Like Yoshinori Ono himself appears in it.
Really?
Yeah, it's so good. Like the whole series is it's so good. I don't know where you can watch it officially these days. But it's good. You should watch it.
English dub.
Okay, wait, that's just the one you found.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I know. It's interesting.
Yeah, it's God, it's good. Then they made a sequel, and that one's not so good
I was
because
just
they were
about to
trying.
say 2 came up in the search bar when I looked at it.
Yeah, they made one in like trying to hype up Street Fighter V, and that one, like, I can't say it's bad, but it doesn't have the like this. This is a complete, like, how do I word it? The fans, everyone who made it is a fan of the games. Put their soul into it. But the second one was kind of just like Capcom saying, "Hey, make another one," and they just. But yeah, totally watch at least Assassin's Fist. Yeah, all the actors are fantastic.
That was very synchronized.
But what reminds me is they have the part in this where Ken first does the flaming Shoryuken. Goken comes out. He's like, "What the fuck?" what the fuck did you do? Like Goken the Master is like, whoa.
Oh, I remember him from Street Fighter 4. He was
Yeah,
awesome.
he was Ken and Ryu's master,
Mhm.
and I believe Akuma's, but I can't vouch for that for sure.
Akuma's just like a, I don't know.
Yeah,
He like
Kuma
pledged
and
to
Ryu
do
are
the
the
whole
same
thing.
master.
I do think that's correct. I thought Ryu and Akuma did have the same master,
Yeah, I think that's right.
so that would make sense.
But yeah, this Assassin's Fist gets a 10 out of 10 from me.
Oh, neat. Neat. So if any of you guys are Street Fighter 5 players, you got Sagat and G now, and G is a total badass, so you should pick him and stop being such douchebags and playing Sagat, because Sagat's...
I mean, Sagat is badass also.
He's
So
badass, but he's fucking stupid good, and almost... he looks like, I mean, easy
He
to
hates
play.
the Jews.
No, he just seems like an easier character to play. All you have to do is know his Shoryuken and his freaking fireballs, and that's
He
like
also
it.
hates-
I mean, you're almost true. What the fuck?
Is
Okay,
G a charge
Sammy,
move
I don't give
character
a
or
fuck
no?
what you have to say. Okay, Chow, not the ones from Sonic. What?
I don't know what
Yeah.
that means, but you do what you gotta do.
Man, he's just what you mad about?
This is salt. We're not talking
What did
anime anymore.
What did I say? That I like Street Fighter?
Possibly.
Do you like Sagat? I'm sorry.
I don't like Sagat. I hated Sagat ever since he whipped my ass as a kid when I'd get to that fight. Because you couldn't jump attack him, and that's all I could do as a kid was jump attack.
No, yeah,
He would auto Tiger uppercut, Tiger uppercut, Tiger, Tiger.
man, I'm so glad you know those sound effects. That's so good.
Yeah, that's the one. That was my first fighting game ever. Was Street Fighter 2 for the Super Nintendo. Fucking love
Tiger,
that shit.
Tiger.
It was so annoying too. Just because I'd have to refight him so many times because I was so bad. Tiger
Man, this guy's
uppercut, Tiger
man, this guy's
knee.
being rude. If you ain't talking about us, why are you talking in the chat? I was the one talking all that time.
Oh man. You hate
Man, this guy's rude. I don't like your viewers.
I'm sorry, my viewers suck. Just kidding, love you guys. Not really. Anyway, let's jump on. We talk Fighter Z all of the time, so I don't know. Until Roger actually gets it on PC, you suck.
Man, I want to talk in your chat about things that aren't about you.
Why not? Oh, I was actually gonna say, are you coming over tomorrow? Oh, bring it on, John. You're gonna get your shit rocked. You're gonna get your shit rocked. All right. Well, MicSpam, I'm pretty sure you said that your like first ever real fighting game was Fighter Z.
Yep.
So MicSpam's pretty ill experienced in fighting games, but I have to say you picked it up pretty quickly. And you've kind of got it.
I'm not happy with myself.
To be fair, I have fighting game experience. And I have been just basically every night before I go to bed, I watch high-level Dragon Ball play because I like
That's
it
not
a
experience.
lot. It is experience, okay? It translates over to God skills. I don't know. I'm still just salty about the new characters. They suck. Stupid choices.
Cooler.
Okay. Cool. Nice. Well, let's just jump into the final little edition of the show. MicSpam brought to our attention, was it every 3 years, Beatbox Championship? Give us some history.
Oh yeah. So there are like a shit ton of countries that participate in this. So each country holds like a national championship each year. The winners from that for 3 years go to this in Berlin. There's a big like elimination round where most of the people get kicked out, and then there's like a top 16 single elimination tournament.
He's wearing like jean cutoffs. God, I have no idea how people make these noises with their mouths.
But it happens once every 3 years, and it was this past weekend. And they just started releasing the videos.
Oh, they just started.
Yeah. Yeah, the event just happened last weekend.
Sick.
That'd be sick to go to.
I went to the American Championships a couple times. Pretty lit.
Cool. Where were they held?
It's in New York City.
Cool.
You used to compete, right? Not in like these huge ones, but
I know. Yeah, I competed in the American Championships.
Really? That's cool.
Yeah, no, I never made it anywhere.
What?
Though.
That don't matter. Like you got up there. That's cool.
I love the fact that he's like kind of like Eminem style rap battling this guy in his face with the beatbox.
Well, it is a battle.
Okay, yeah, I know, but there's
Let's go.
at least like in the words they usually like they would like pick something about the guy. It's like, oh, this slinky is boy, you got shit, blah blah blah. Like this, there's just no words, so it's just kind of awesome. I don't know, I like this better in my opinion. I'm not trying to say anything wrong. God, how do they fucking do this shit? This guy could literally just go to parties and be that guy and make awesome sounds. You wouldn't even need a fucking like music player. In fact, he's like making two distinct rhythms with his mouth at the same time.
Yeah, no, I was about to mention that. It's absolutely amazing how many simultaneous tracks they can have.
That's so crazy. This would be so lit to go to.
Wouldn't it?
Oh my god, I get drunk as fuck just like, yeah.
That's what I do when I see when I am able to go to the American Championships. I'll go, and then I'll go compete to qualify, and then I won't make it, and then I'll just get drunk the rest of the event and just party.
Let's go.
I mean,
And it's cool because it's like you're at a club, and there's like 500 people in there, and like 95% of them are beatboxers.
Dude, never do one out west. You gotta come out.
Well, they have the like West Coast beatbox battle, like they have regional shits.
I see. I've never like been to like any sort of bar or club where they do this. They're just like very specific, or I don't know.
Yeah, it's specific events by this organization.
That's so ridiculous. That's what I keep telling you. I'm like, let's just start a podcast with you doing some sick ass beatboxing shit. That's before the glory podcast.
Yeah, the only thing is I can't beatbox when I'm drunk, and I'm always drunk for the podcast.
You just gotta record a track.
What?
Is it more in your throat where you make the sound?
And
Let's go.
Oh, he's gotta like wipe the mic up real quick. Man,
Yeah. you gotta be courteous, man. You do spit all over the place. That is a thing.
That's just the one guy with the hat. He makes so many different sounds at the same time.
He didn't even win.
No.
I thought he should have.
What up, RM Music? What up? I'm talking beatboxing right now. This shit is seriously sick.
Yeah, so the guy with the hat is from France. The other dude is from Spain.
Hola, ¿qué tal? Hola, ¿qué tal?
And yeah, I mean they're in the top 16 best in the world. So they're pretty good.
Welcome to something I'm good to have you, my friend. On the tail end of the podcast. Love it. Oh, this is so sick. So MicSpam, how'd you get into beatboxing?
High school, and I saw a video and I was like, that's cool. So I started fucking around with it because I was in cooking school. So I just started fucking around with it, and I sounded stupid, and then eventually I started sounding less stupid.
I was gonna say, I know you got the skills. I love that shit. You need more of the beatboxing bars.
Your dreams are collapsing.
The bar box, yeah.
Bar box.
But yeah, that's the thing.
That is so cool.
And there will be like new videos posted and shit. That was just like the top 16, but there'll be quarterfinals.
I was just about to
semifinals.
say, we need to see the winner.
Your dreams are collapsing.
It's not. It hasn't been posted yet. For some reason, the videos keep getting taken down.
Oh, that's fun. How do they like judge it after the battle? Is it like is it that panel of people on the side?
Yeah, it's a panel. So each of them are either previous world champions or previous country champions, or just generally well known in the beatboxing. Like the girl is one-time female world champion. Dude next to her was a world champion.
The stage is about to collapse.
The guy over on the end was like the third place one year.
Time. Yeah, let's go.
That is so sick. God, there's so many like things that are just like, you know, not as mainstream, but they're just so sick, and they get these huge followings. Like I honestly never really knew about beatboxing battles or anything like that until I met you, and then I was like, holy shit, this is a whole fucking thing.
Beatboxing was invented in America, and then it fell out of fashion. Excuse me. And then when it fell out of fashion here, it got picked up really heavy over in Europe and Asia. And then they got super good at it. And then America started trying to compete in the world scene again, and everyone thought we were a joke. Kind of sucked. And then a few years later, now we have like, I think 4 Americans in the tournament.
Out of
The top 16.
okay, I mean that's good statistics, but not American statistics. Okay, we need at least 15 in there.
That was like, I mean,
That's so right. That's your American attitude.
you know, but that's coming from, like, they had a probably 12-year head start on us before an American. Pretty much all the other countries that compete. I mean, the big ones are.
Right. You did explain that. Sorry.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go.
I mean, the big ones are like France is huge into beatboxing. England, Belgium, like Asian countries. Yeah, Belgium.
What specific Asian countries are good at beatboxing?
I was kind of curious about
Well, there are good beatboxers from a lot of the Asian countries: Japan, China, Korea.
Really, that's interesting. I wouldn't have thought. Maybe I'm racist. I don't think I am.
I
But
don't think so either. Or I am too.
Really, it seems like a very Asian thing to me for some reason.
huh. I mean, maybe it's just because you're more into the beatbox scene that you've seen it more, so you associate it more.
Maybe.
That's
I guess
cool, though.
You can see it though. A lot of the sounds kind of.
But it's a really popular thing, and, like way more so in other parts of the world than here.
Cool.
The one guy there is from Russia, and I think the other guy is fuck, where's he?
Man, too bad they're both white, so it's hard
Spain.
to tell.
I think he's from Spain. Yeah, but I know most of these people.
Yeah, that's cool. Just like you're with this and me with fighting game players.
Mm.
I still think it's funny that one of the top dog fighting game legends.
Oh my god,
Uh-oh.
fucking
Amber
Amber
alert.
Alert.
It's an Amber Alert.
Flash
I
flood.
was just about to say, how is this guy making that with his mouth? That's insane! He's so good! No, that's legit.
Yeah, I mean, if you are interested in this at all, there's a ton of content out there. Past world championships and just like showcases and shit by people. The loop station shit is insane.
Oh, you showed me that one guy who made that awesome track. Oh,
Yeah.
What was that?
Saro. Saro.
Sorrow Beatbox.
Yeah.
That was sick. Oh, he was in the freaking. Oh no, Loop Station Battle 2017 finals. Check it out. Yeah, they use the plaid to make their own like music. To record it and go. And all of these would be just like sick ass songs just to have. It's all made from the guys.
Yeah, this guy could DJ any club in the world.
This guy was sick. I remember there was like a music video. Like him in like a forest, they thought. And he was just making the tracks. This is so sick.
Turn up for what?
Once they really gets it all settled,
It's impressive that he can set up the like beat and the drop and everything while he's still like making it sound like an intro.
Look, every part of making any sort of music is amazing. Okay.
Yeah, but being able to build this live and have it be
Yeah.
cohesive the whole way through.
Yeah, that just adds an extra layer. It's mind-boggling.
I wish I was more talented at things.
Same.
I wish I was things.
I wish I was something.
Here, go back a page on YouTube.
Okay. Then what?
I gotta catch up with you.
He has a full show that he just did by himself.
Just play the top video,
Okay.
but then like fast forward to his final round, so it'll be like it'll be like 2 minutes before the end of the video.
Oh.
Or it might be more than that.
Yeah, he made all those sounds with his voice. That just sounds like a straight up techno. Like beat.
Yeah, Sorrow's insane. Like he's leaps and bounds above anyone else who's competing this year.
Where is
last
he
year.
from?
Sorrow is French. There's a lot of really huge names. France.
Oh, that's sick!
But if he's from France, how is he doing this so that we can understand it?
Because there's no lyrics.
I can't catch the words.
That was the joke.
Well, no,
wasn't
it's
fun.
funny because in the first round of this battle, he does do like a hip hop thing in French.
You know, I hate French, but French hip hop is pretty cool. It sounds
Yeah,
so beautiful.
they know what they're doing over there, at least in the beatboxing. That shit's super impressive. It's all really impressive, at the very least. Like, even if you're not necessarily into it.
I say the toi, you say the deux, and the un, and toi.
That was French.
Yeah, I heard it. It was definitely good. Well, that's some sick shit. And so it was every 3 years, so it'll be not until 2021 for the World Finals.
Yeah, and they have a bunch of other tournament shit throughout the world. Some go on this channel, some go on like Beatbox Battle channel, and then there are like ones for each country. But yeah, I mean the American one's dope. I hit it whenever I can.
Nice. I totally
Yeah, it's always in New York, fortunately. But I love going to New York, so that's what I would.
There you go. I've never been to New York. My first girlfriend went on a choir trip to New York and cheated on me, so I said I've never been there. But I
Well,
might make an exception.
Now that you're an adult and you realize she cheated on you in New York because New York is lit as fuck, you should want to go to New York.
Well, I wish it was with a New York girl,
Well, either way.
Either way, you're out there. Well, shit. Other
You know what's
than-
funny? Oh, you know what else is funny? The American Beatbox Championship always falls on the same weekend as fucking the New York Comic Con.
Really?
Yeah,
Sick.
you could do both.
That would be sick. What time of year did they do it, you know?
It's in like November or something.
Alright, Roger, we're gonna have to go out in November.
Okay. Is that past my 90 days where I can use
Right? I don't know. God, dude, this guy's sick. Dude.
Yeah, that is where I can use paid vacation.
Woo. Nice. I'm actually going back for Christmas, so I don't know if I'll even have any. To Wisconsin.
It must be like raining my shit out. Oh fuck.
Damn. Well, unless you guys had anything else to add, I think we could wrap it up.
I'm ready to go to bed.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Well, Roger, thank you for joining the For the Glory podcast. I hope you enjoyed.
Has been fun.
Nice, and we'll be sure to probably catch you back on again. You know.
That means you didn't like me.
You know, I'll keep your number down just in case.
You know, it's kind of one of those we'll call you, don't call us kind of things.
Right.
Yeah.
You know how it goes, business people.
I unfortunately do.
All right. Well, fair enough. Well, this has been the For the Glory podcast. My name's Fats.
And I'm MicSpam.
And we had a special guest.
Roger!
Oh my God! I hope you guys have a fantastic night, and we'll see you fucking next time.
Peace, dude.